The
Mr. Collins has a question.
So what we're really saying is or what this kind of speeds up is that services of ESCs should have a greater percentage of their budget on an annual basis come from local school districts, because that's where the dollars are coming from if this subsidy goes down. Okay, I mean, there's only about two or three, the third one is grants, but there's only three resources for ESCs, okay? In some sense of state support, it's what school districts pay them and their capacity for certain services, and then their ability to generate certain grants that they're either can partner with or they can be the applicant. So it's what this begins to force is it's one more added expenditure to the local school district as a result of the reduction of state aid to ESCs. Am I misreading this? Am I not seeing the forest for the trees?
Mr. President, and Aaron, just as a note, I think that one other revenue source of ESCs would be the Department of Education, and not in a funding mechanism, but as a direct assistance to us to outreach to local school districts. So as we...
Well, I understand we contract with them, some of them, to do certain services.
Extensively. And so I think that, but I think this is really about efficiency, effectiveness, and customer service is what we're looking at. I think that some ESCs would have a pre-planned presentation of what they offer their locals, and I think we're looking for that to be more customized to what the individual district would like to have.
So do we know the response of the Ohio ESC Association to this part of the proposal? Because I'm sure they have one.
I'm not sure if they've testified.
I don't know if they have either. I've certainly talked to Craig about
Sure.
this, but...
I mean, certainly they're not in favor of getting less money from the state.
Well, no, I get that, and I'm not here to, protect and defend. Particularly, there, like anything else, there's a percentage of those that need a little work, and that may be politically correct, and I get that. But there's also a high number, and the level of service and responsibility for those that work, of which the vast majority do. The services that we're expecting to do are only increasing. I mean, if you really look at what their services are now to what they were 5 years ago and 10 years ago, they're much more extensive now. So I'm troubled by the fact that we're actually putting more onus on school districts out of shrinking budgets to continue to pay for more services because there's a reduction. It continues to push away from the state an ultimate responsibility to fund public education. And this is just one small example of the difficulty. We have a higher percentage coming out of local property tax now for school districts than we have ever had by percentage. I understand the dollars are going up, but in real expenditure value and real dollars to be spent, the overall as well as the individual amounts per district that are actually coming out of local property tax has gone up, and the percentage of state support has gone down. I'm not making this up. It's a fact. I actually have asked my 32 districts to tell me what the proportion was in 05, what it was in 10, and what it is now. And in every case, their property tax onus has gone up compared to the reduction in state aid going down. It's one thing if we get a report about what's in the budget. My next question is, what's our position on what's in the budget, and what is the where does the department sit in offering suggestions to what's in the budget? But we can get to that after this report's finished. But I'm looking for one more session like this, but with other people in the room. So thank you.
The last item that I wanted to